99.9 Punk World Radio FM. We are joined by Canada's finest. He is all the way out there in Quebec. He is a phenomenal individual. I had the opportunity of meeting when at the Mesh show a few weeks back. We got Nick Prince of the amazing band Untitled One right here live on the radio and, of course, YouTube as well. Nick, how are you doing tonight?
I'm doing great. How are you guys?
Doing best I can possibly be out here. You know, it's just a nice day in Ontario, but I know you're not too far away, so obviously if we got sun, you got sun. So
pretty much.
But I know you're a busy individual, man. You got a lot of stuff currently going on. So
Yes,
I'll jump right into this, man. But
all right.
I got to take you back to the late 90s, early 2000s. I was wondering if you can actually just tell us this origin story behind Untitled One. How did yourself and the rest of the band actually first meet and form this killer Quebec-based group?
It's pretty crazy because we were like in the mid-teens. I was 16. Isabel, she's a singer of the band. She was, I'm guessing 13, 14 years old, and we met in the bar. Like, we weren't supposed to be there, neither of us. How we got in, I don't remember, but you know, it was easier in those times. And then I was only going there because a friend told me that he met the girl last night, and I needed to come and check her out because she was super cute. So you know, I'm a guy, so I went. But we connected on some other freakish level on music. She loved to sing. I love to sing. So in the next days, we started singing together at her mom's house, and then I brought in Matt, who was the lead guitarist at that point, and then we just started jamming, and then people just came in, and we started a band. We had a band after like a few months, and we recorded our demo. We had some labels that were interested in us. We had some nice shows, played with some huge local bands at that time. And so that's pretty much it. That's how we met.
I got to say, it's actually a phenomenal story. You know, your friend tried to set you up on a date, but it turned into a lifelong relationship, but just not in the way your friend anticipated. Absolutely
not. Nobody could have. It was like just meant to be. And that the connection, it's still there until this day, we still have it. It's mind-blowing.
And was Isabel actually a part of Much Music then, or was that something that came along for her afterwards? I know Much Music, they had a lot of different DJs from a lot of different ages back then.
Yeah, but we had in Quebec, it was called Music Plus, so it's the equivalent. But still, yeah, it came after. We had the band first, then we split up, and then she went in Montreal to work at Music Plus, and her career just blew up after that.
I really wish someone would actually bring back those television stations. I know cable is a thing of the past, but Music Plus or even Much Music, man, those were like some superior like shows and channels here in Canada back in the day.
Well, they made you discover bands, artists, and so much stuff that, you know, all the infos. You didn't have internet in that time, so you needed people to actually tell you what was going on with your favorite bands. And that's what they were doing. That was their job. And yeah, but I can tell you, it's kind of a scoop, but something's brewing up in Quebec. So maybe not in the television format, but something's happening. Or might. I can't say more.
I do know. I think Ed the Sock. I know you probably remember him. The Americans that are watching, they might be like, "What the hell is Ed the Sock?" Just Google it after the interview. You'll figure it out. But Ed the Sock, I think he brought back like the same kind of variation as Much Music, called a New Music Nation a few years ago. But then he started doing it, then he stopped doing it. So I don't know.
We'll see. But nothing's ever completely dead. As long as people are still alive, things can happen. That's all I'm going to say.
And also, in 2001, you guys actually released a self-titled 3-track EP. Yeah, looking back 24 years ago, can you tell us a bit more about this record?
Well, it was our first steps, our first 3 songs, and on the new album that we put out, I'm calling it the new album, but it's mostly like tracks from that era, plus maybe it goes up to 2004 maybe, but we re-recorded those songs that we did on that EP. But at first, at that time when we did that, it was more like a business card, somewhat. You know, it was to go around and try to shop around labels and shows. You know, so that was the useful part of the EP, and it worked pretty good. But we re-recorded those songs, and they're like they never sounded that as amazing as they ever did on the new album. So you need to, if you want to compare, you can. I think the both versions are on in the internet, YouTube or something. But yeah, it was more like a business card at that point. But it was our first steps, recording stuff in the studio with professionals. We got to learn a lot of stuff with people. We had to grow up a lot faster than expected, and that's one of the reasons why I think the band, split up at some point, because we were getting frazzled a little bit by things spinning around us all the time. So much was happening, and we just didn't know how to control.
And I guess that actually digs kind of right into my next question, because obviously I knew you probably knew this question was coming, because I do know, Untitled 1 is back and better than ever. But before you guys came back, you guys were on a 20-plus year hiatus. And I know you kind of touched on it a little bit there, but I was wondering if you can go a little bit deeper and just tell your fans, why did you guys ultimately split up back in the day? I know you said it's because you guys had to grow up and life kind of happened, but was there any other ulterior reasons why Untitled 1 split up back in the mid 2000s?
I don't know, not really. I think it's all about pressure. We were pressured into having to move fast, to grow up fast, to do things that we weren't, not comfortable at that time. We were, just don't forget, we were like 13, 15, 16, 17 years old at that time. So we were pretty young, and it was our first steps in studios and working with people in the business, and they're all grown ups and we're still kids. So we're just we're experimenting stuff, and we're having fun doing it. But it was maybe a little bit too much, too fast. So I'm going to call it up to pressure.
And as we already spoke about, Isabel went into television aspect, being a VJ, hosting music video countdowns, doing interviews and whatnot. If you don't mind me asking, what did you actually do after the band split up? Did you still venture into music and still kind of keep the music aspect to your life going?
Yes, I did. I never stopped writing. I never stopped having bands, playing in bands, doing shows. I never stopped. Even if I wanted, I couldn't. It's part of me. I like to write songs and go up on the stage. And I think that we matured a lot in those 20 plus years. And we've learned so much on everybody's side. People got experience from this and that. And that makes us even stronger and better today, because now we know what we're doing and we're ready for it. There's a big difference.
And especially when you said you were doing that music right at the start of 13 years old, man. I mean, I can only imagine doing something from 13 all the way up and then just quitting it and doing something else. That definitely is something that's a part of you. It's a lifelong career, and I don't blame you for not quitting and keep doing what you love and playing with other bands.
Yeah, but why not? Well, why would I stop? It's like music is part of me. It's something that I love to do. I just enjoy writing songs, playing them for people, no matter who or for what reason. I wouldn't even be able to stop, even if I wanted to. Somebody would have to cut my tongue or something, break my fingers. I don't know. I just love taking a guitar. Even in the morning, like on a Saturday or Sunday morning, I like to wake up, go down to the studio where I am right now, when I'm sitting, and write. Just strum the guitar and find some stuff, write some lyrics, and you never know when the next hit's gonna be.
And also, as we talk about, you all split up and went your separate ways. But 20 plus years later, what made Untitled 1 decide to reemerge in the punk rock community and come back and form this phenomenal band all over again?
Well, that's a great question. For instance, Isabel, she was in a couple with a hockey player from the Montreal Canadiens, and then when he got traded, she had to move on with him in New York, then to Russia, to Switzerland, and she went on doing that for almost a decade. But she came back 2 years ago in Quebec because her mother was sick from cancer, and she was on stage 4, and she just wanted to be there for her and spend as much time that she could with her while she was still alive. But eventually she passed away. But like she always likes to say, the question she always after that always what she asked herself was there something that I regret not going through it all? Like, is there something I want to finish? And it was the band. The project was something that she always had on her heart, in her mind, in the back of her mind at least. So after the passing of her mother, uh, it was time for her to realize some long lost dreams, I guess. So she called me up. We had supper together. I brought a guitar. We started singing, and it was like exactly when we were kids. It sounded the same. Her voices, I had shivers all the long. And then it took a few days after that supper, and then I called her up, asked if she wouldn't mind if we maybe at least try to finish up all the songs we had, all the demos that we wrote when we were younger, and put it on a real album. Finish, at least do an album. So I called up the other guys. Everybody was in, but at first it was only to make an album. There was not any shows in the future ever. But you know, things change. People invite you. You can't say no. Play on festivals like Music for Cancer. We were invited last year, and it was pretty crazy to play between Raised Fist and Dropkick Murphys. It was an amazing experience, and from that point on, we've been playing. And we just played with some other great bands and other great festivals this summer. And I don't see anything stopping right now. We're having so much fun, anyways.
And I remember as well when we actually met out there in Montreal at the Mesh show, you actually told me in the green room a really cool story that happened to you at Music for Cancer with the Dropkick Murphys. I was wondering if you could actually share that here live on the air, because I've heard it, but I really think just you getting that selfie and whatnot with the band member and just how he walked past you and you got that. I felt like that was actually a real surreal moment that really shows the character.
Okay, yeah, but that wasn't with with Dropkick Murphys. That was this year. We were playing at Festival in Trois-Rivières, Three Rivers, and it's a pretty big venue. There was like 15,000 people. We were playing with Simple Plan. We were opening up for them, and I remember the walk while this is one of my best moments. I think going to the stage because it's our time to play, and meeting Pierre, who is just standing there strumming his guitar for some fans or whatever. And then he says to us, "Hey, good luck. Have a good show." I was like, "Oh yeah." So I just crossed my fist and fist bumped him. It's like, man, wow, what's happening? And we went and we did the show, and it was crazy. It was so many people. One of our best experience. But yeah, that was this year, like a month ago, and we had the chance to open for Simple Plan 2 days after in another city. So yeah, we had a nice summer. Trust me, it was nice. In between, we had the chance to open up for Bad Religion and Billy Talent as well. It's insane. It's just insane. I don't know where things are going, but I'm just riding the wave.
It's a pretty damn big wave, man. But enjoy it because the waves are gonna get higher, man. Bad Religion, Dropkick Murphys, Simple Plan. I mean, these are some incredible bands, and you guys are gonna keep going higher and higher, man.
Hopefully, we can only wish for that much. We're playing for ourselves. That's the main reason we're doing it. We're playing for ourselves because we love being together with each other and doing stuff like music, shows, and we're living our dreams. Even if it took 20, 25 years to end up living them, we're doing it right now. And it's never been as much fun as it is right now. I mean, we're opening up for international bands who we could have never imagined doing that ever, and we've been doing that like super fast. The band, it's not, or the band has been together for almost 2 years now. We're only back together for 2 years, and we've already accomplished a lot. And we've got some other things. We've got plans. 2026 is going to be something else, I guess. Who knows where we're going to play, with who we're going to play. Well, there's probably going to be more songs. I'm not going to tell too much, but we're always planning on stuff. We're moving forward. That's all that matters. We're moving forward together, and we're enjoying ourselves doing what we're doing. And if people want to, jump on the bandwagon and support us, and because for whatever reason at least I hope that they love the music. That would be the first thing I guess they would jump with us. But music is music, fans are fans, and we're doing it for us and for them. And it's just the love of punk rock. We're still kids, in our
and
hearts.
The one thing I love about punk rock is I feel right now there's a resurgence of older bands that went on hiatuses or broke up back in the day.
Yeah.
Whether it's like late 90s, early 90s, even early 2000s, they're all making a comeback, and I'm loving this pattern. I love it because so many of these bands, just like you guys, were so amazing back then, and then when they make their return, they're just as good, if not even sometimes better as well today, man. So I love it. All these great bands can keep coming back. I will sit back and I will enjoy every minute of it.
You can see it with all the When We Were Young festivals, the Warp Tour this year. There's so many bands that were gone like for decades, and they're all back, but like you just said, probably better than they ever were. I think it's meant to be. Punk rock is back. It was never dead, but it's really back now.
Like one of my favorite bands, Boys Night Out, man. I just chatted with them the other day, but I mean they were gone for like another almost like I think it was like since the early 2000s, 2007, 2006 they were gone, and they just like reemerged and came back with new members. So I mean that was cool to have them back, because once I saw they were back, I slid in their DM hard. I'm like, all right, before they get all that momentum, before they forget about little stations like me, I gotta book.
I think Mess is. We were speaking about Mess, but Mess are coming back in Canada in October. Opening for them, I guess.
Yeah, so I gotta say, I even Mess. I know Mess has always been around, but I know Mess kind of had their like resurgence as well. Like they kind of went away for a little bit, came back. I mean, Mess is another phenomenal band. I know you were there that night. You opened for Mess, but I think we can both agree on that the Mess put on one hell of a phenomenal show in Montreal, dude.
Absolutely. All the hits, they were all there. It was amazing.
Man, I got to admit, just hearing Drawing Board live, I mean, even though I was doing press, I said to myself, I'm going to do press for half of the show. And the moment he did Jaded, I was just like, I immediately took off my camera. I'm like, all right, now I'm joining the mosh pit.
Oh my God, I remember that song. Everybody was singing so freaking loud.
I knew I was there for press. I knew I was, but I knew I had to at least like, you know what? I took a peek at the song list that they were doing, and I'm like, okay, this is the song I'm going to stop. So I do press for half, and then I'm a fan for the rest. There's no way I couldn't party that night.
I agree. I 100% agree. You can't. I think they came into Canada like 15 years ago, so it was our one last chance maybe, but yeah, they're coming back in October.
And also June 6th of 2025, Untitled 1 released the amazing 12-track album titled About Time. I was wondering if you can actually just tell us the story behind this album, and of course, where can we snag ourselves a copy if we haven't already done so today?
Right here, I got a CD there. We've got vinyls, but mostly you can find them at Le Noise. That's a record label or whatever online. Check it out, The Noise, or even best, come see us play in shows. It's cheaper. You can meet us. We can sign it, whatever you want. And we're pretty nice guys. We're decent usually. But yeah, this is our album. It's called About Time because evidently it was about time that we put this out, huh?
And I will say it definitely is a stellar record. Almost Famous is actually one of my favorite songs off that record.
Cool. I love that song too. It has a nice upbeat refrain. The verses are nice. I like how Isabel and I we switch on. It's on and off. It's pretty awesome. It's one of my favorites too.
But Nick, I do know you briefly hinted at 2026 being like new music. You know, you kind of hinted. I'm not going to dig into it. But with that being said, what is next for yourself and Untitled One? Like, is there anything you still want to talk about or promote? What we still got you here live on the air? I mean, if you do want to talk about the new music, I'm not going to complain about that either. But if you want to leave those cats in the bag and let them crawl out in 2026, I won't complain either.
Well, like I said, I keep on writing. I'm never going to stop writing, so there's always something in the works. 2026, we're looking to put out probably some singles, maybe here and there. We're still working on all that, but yeah, this is one of the things that we're probably going to do. More videos, some clips. We're actually working on brainstorming, at least on doing a kind of little acoustic mini tour here and there, playing parks, playing where in high schools and stuff, because it's fun to actually hear the way we sing the songs that we already play in normal shows, but playing them on the down low with with acoustic guitars, and you can hear the voices. It's cleaner, it's softer. It's another dimension, and that's something we're looking forward to do. But other than that, we just want to play more shows. We want to be on tour. We wish that we could open up for some other bigger bands and follow them on tour somewhere in the U.S. or Canada or maybe Europe or something. We're open for everything.
I would love to see you guys do a Japan tour as well. I think Japan would absolutely eat up Untitled One's music.
I would love. We all love Japan, so yeah, why not? I know they're crazy over there. They love their punk rock. They love music from abroad, and yeah, it would be a freaking pleasure to go play over there.
But Nick, how do we actually follow you on social media? Obviously, I know how to follow you, but for the people that are just listening here in Ontario that want to follow yourself and Untitled One, how do they go about following you guys across all social media platforms? That way we can stay updated on this potential acoustic tour and, of course, potentially new music and everything that is to come, past, present, and future for Untitled One.
Well, it's pretty easy. Just look up Untitled One on Facebook, Instagram, and if you want to befriend myself. Well, like my name is right there. It's Nick Prince, and if I think you're a cool person, I might add you to my list. I don't need any shitheads or problem causing people. I don't need that in my life. But if you're cool, if you're genuinely about punk rock and you want to share your love for punk, we could speak about punk rock for hours. I love it. I eat that for breakfast. And so, yeah, this is the easiest way. Just follow us on YouTube. Maybe we've got clips. Yeah. Today we just posted a new a recap video of our tour with Simple Plan and stuff. This last July, and you can hear what was the song? It's "Million Miles Away." It's the first song off the record, so you've got that in the background for the clip. But we're always posting stuff. Either it's personal for the band, so we're pretty active. We're pretty fun. You never know. You always got to be ready for a live show, because we like to practice and do lives and do stuff like that. So yeah, it's pretty fun. I suggest you guys follow us. We're pretty fun people.
And I can attest to that, seriously. I saw you guys live when I was working press for Mest, and you guys absolutely tore the roof off that place. I mean, every single band that was actually booked. Shout out to Wham Productions. I got to give that guy a shout out. He definitely knows his music. He definitely made sure every band knew what was up. I mean, just phenomenal. I think there was like 4 or 5 bands, but it was a stellar night.
Yeah, we were 4 with the Mess included. Yeah, but everybody was good. There was December, there was us, and then there was Sucker Punch, then Mest. It was a crazy great night. Seriously, people that didn't come for whatever reason, you guys missed something. It was great. It was one of the best punk rock shows I've ever been. So
especially when it's Montreal as well. Montreal and punk rock, they go together like peanut butter and jelly, man. Like two of the best things, man.
They have been for decades. That's why you have so many bands like Pennywise Bad Religion, or we had Frenzel Rome like a month ago. They never come here. They're from Australia. You know, we've got so many bands that come year after year after year. Face to Face is one of the ones that always comes every year. You get Simple Plan, obviously, because they're from here, but you got Billy Talent. You got what the band? There's Safe Ferris. There's Less Than Jake. I see Less Than Jake a lot. MXPX Guitarists are coming in a few months.
Authority Zero always hits Montreal as well.
See Chaser. I don't know if you know Chaser. Chaser.
Oh yeah,
yeah. They're always here. Dropkick Murphys. They love to come. So yeah, this is
Teenage Bottle Rocket as well. They finally booked a show in for Ottawa, so I don't have to drive like 3 hours to it, but it's perfect.
Exactly. But you know, Toronto has its scene too. You went to see what? Jimmy Eat World, New Found Glory, and The Offspring. Like
I did, yeah.
You know, so you know, it's worth the drive, as I say.
Oh, it most definitely is. I mean, I was very lucky being able to meet New Found Glory, because in the meet and greet they said like there's no selfies, no nothing. But I knew if you get close, I fanboyed. I was like, "Yo, Jordan, can I get a selfie?"
Sure.
And then like I got a photo with all of them, and they were like, "Sure." I was like, "Sweet, I got my money's worth."
Hell yeah! I saw those pics. I was kind of jealous, man.
I was not expecting it to happen. I was a little bummed out when I read group photo, because I impulse bought. I didn't think. I just saw the money in my bank. I'm like, boom, pie. And then people were like, no, dude, it's a group photo. Like everyone gets a photo with you and the band. I'm like, wait, what?
That's awesome.
So I didn't think, and then I thought about it. And I'm like, God damn it.
You're one of the lucky ones.
Yeah, I will admit my luck one day will run out, Nick. Trust me. You see the luck now, just wait, it will dry up.
Yeah, just have fun with it for now. Enjoy it.
But I do got to say, Nick, thank you so much, man, for just giving me your time tonight, coming on the radio station, talking about everything Untitled One. And, of course, thank you so much for your hospitality as well when we met and chatted there in the green room. I do know, and I will say this live because I feel like I have to, because I have to throw myself out there. When we first actually met, I was standing on the corner trying to give someone some free tickets to come on out. Yeah. And I remember looking right at you, and I saw the Diesel Boy shirt, and I thought you were just a punk rock fan walking down the street. And I'm like, "Hey, dude, nice Diesel Boy shirt. You want some free tickets to Mest?" And you're like, "Dude, I'm part of the band." You're like, "Dude, I'm playing in the band tonight." And I was like,
"Oh, okay."
I will admit I put my head down and just walked away with my tail between my legs. I'm like, for fuck's sake.
You could have never known, you know. I looked like just a punk rocker. So.
But then when you said that, I was like, damn. I'm like, that's embarrassing.
Nah, it was all right. And then we met again downstairs, so made everything all right.
Then I redeemed myself, which was good.
Yeah.
But no, Nick, again, thank you so much for your time, man. It was such an honor. And whenever the new Untitled One music comes out, we definitely got to get the whole band on the station and just talk everything punk rock, man.
Absolutely. It was such a pleasure. Thanks for having me. You know,
hey, you're most certainly welcome, dude.
Oh, thanks, man.
Hey, man, you're most certainly welcome. Have yourself a phenomenal night, man, and we'll definitely talk soon. I know we're connected there on Instagram and whatnot. Yep. So anything you need music-wise, reach out to me, bro. I got you.
Amazing. Thank you so much, man.
Hey, you're most certainly welcome, man. Have a wonderful night.
Yes, sir. Cheers.